discuss what's happening around the world. Wyclef was in the hospital. Now, we saw this break while we were up here that he was being wheeled into the hospital, that he was getting some type of care. He started to feel numbness on the right side of his face, and he was sent to the ER.
Okay.
And they did some tests, and it turns out that it was stress-related exhaustion. Wow. Got to take care of yourself, right? He wrote in his post, "Sometimes we forget that our body is a temple. I'll be back soon."
Okay. I'm glad he went to the doctor, to the hospital.
I think it's smart because also a lot of young men and women are having strokes these days. Mm-hmm. So if you feel the slightest bit of numbness,
listen to your body.
Call 911.
Yeah, every little, and like I was saying the other day, I was talking about other things like going to the dentist or anything in your body that goes wrong. You got to take care of it. Like the sooner the better. Face it, it's not going to go anywhere.
That's so true.
All right, and a rest in peace to Bobby Caldwell. He passed away. He was 71 years old. Now, Bobby Caldwell is best known for his hit back in 1978. By the way, this song still rocks today. "What You Won't Do for Love."
What you won't do
for love. Now that's a bop.
That is
forever.
Everyone in the studio closed their eyes.
Come on.
Angela led the song.
Everybody, is that right to sing?
Y'all couldn't tell me he ain't black.
I know. I did not know that either.
I think I found out on Instagram, maybe like last year.
I need the autopsy to show me
that he wasn't of color.
Okay.
But he did pass away. His wife announced it on Twitter after suffering from floxing. And that is, I can't pronounce all this, but fluoroquinoline toxicity syndrome. It was a side effect of these antibiotics. She said, "I held him tight in my arms as he left us. I am forever heartbroken. Thanks to all of you for your many prayers over the years." But yes, so rest in peace again to Bobby Caldwell.
And his family.
Mid-show, like, what happened?
Right.
Yes.
He released 16 albums over the course of more than 35 years, by the way, and he's credited with writing and performing songs for several film and TV projects, including Bamboozled by Spike Lee.
Come on.
Donnie Brasco, Notorious. He also composed for the 1985 TV movie Joanna. And he made a guest acting appearance on a 1985 episode of Sarah. So I saw a lot of people saying rest in peace, Jazzy Jeff, Chance the Rapper, Holly Robinson Pete. A lot of people were mourning him on social media.
Okay.
All right, now Juan Dixon from Real Housewives of Potomac. He is out as a Coppin State coach after a 9-23 season that also featured a lawsuit that was filed against the school. So we saw all of this happening.
Right.
He was there for 6 seasons.
That's a long time.
Yes. And we've been watching him on Real Housewives, too. I wonder how that is, like, at the school when everybody knows you also from that.
I know.
From that role. But, yeah. All right. And speaking of being out, Ja Morant is likely out for the season, according to reports.
Sheesh.
He is in the midst of seeking help. And this is all stemming from a few different issues. One of them most recently being that he flashed a gun while on Instagram Live. He has apologized for his actions.
Okay.
And he is seeking counseling services in Florida. The extent of the counseling is simply unknown. But according to reports, they're suggesting that there's some very personal matters that should be kept under wraps, and it will most likely be the end of the season for him.
Okay.
Hopefully at the end of his career. He's so talented.
No, I think he'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you got to handle things when they happen. Just like we said with your body, we don't know what's going on with him, personally.
Right. We got to nip it in the bud.
This is the case of counsel, not cancel, in my opinion.
Yeah, physical and mental health equally important. Okay.
All right, slogan.
And Rick Ross is presenting Miami high school students with Rolling Loud scholarships. They're giving 8 Miami high school students scholarships totaling $10,000. So that's pretty nice to see Rick Ross being involved in that too. One of the students who got one of the scholarships said Ross being an alumni and then coming back and giving back is something that everyone should do once they go off and do something successful.
Okay.
All right, and that is your Yeetie. We had to end it on a high note.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's also Women's History Month, so when we come back, we're going to be celebrating some amazing women that deserve our recognition. There's so many, so it's always hard to pick and choose who we want to do. But it's Women's History Month, so me, Jasmine Brand, and Chris Witherspoon will be back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.